How's it going, everyone? It's me, Deus, making another rant video. This video is going to be about Mythics, and I'm not talking about the balance on Mythics. I know that's kind of a popular topic that a lot of people are talking about. This is specifically talking about grind related to Mythics and how I personally think the grind currently is bad, like just in general, not with the one mythic that everybody wants, the Oaken Soul Ring, just in general with mythics and how the entire system should be pretty much revamped from the ground up. Obviously, I'm going to get around to the Oaken Soul Ring because that is one of the mythics and is one of the really egregious ones. So I will get around to that as well, but I'm just going to be talking about mythics in general and the entire mythic system and how I think pretty much everything needs to be reworked. The drop rates, the leads themselves, etc. I think they all need some sort of rework from ZOS. I think the biggest pain point when it comes to grinding mythics is the fact that there's a player overlap with some of the mythics. And what I mean by overlap is the fact that players have the ability to hinder your progress for grinding these mythics. If they wanted to, they can hold you up and prevent you from grinding mythics. And a lot of that is happening with this most recent mythic, the Oaken Soul Ring. Two particular leads, the Murkmire Lockbox lead and the Titan Claw lead. Obviously, with the lockboxes, only one person can open it at a time. And if they want to, they can put on auto loot it, and prevent you from getting it ever if they're fast enough. And the Titan Claw one, only 12 people can pick up the drops, which is a problem when about 100 other people are competing with you to get the same thing that you're trying to get. Obviously, a lot of people just get left behind and end up farming for hours and hours and hours again, because players have the ability to prevent progress, which in my opinion is really silly. And if people really wanted to, they could just troll and prevent people from ever getting their leads. And I have actually seen some people trolling when I was, after I'd gotten my Oaken Soul Ring, I've seen people willingly admit that they would troll and just hold people up and prevent any type of progress whatsoever. I think the mythic leads that overlap with other players should by default have an increased drop rate versus the other mythic leads. Like the solo ones, like the Mage's Guild one for the Oaken Soul, or the Daily Crest Reward in Deadlands to get the Mark-in lead. Those ones are fine because you're not stifling another player's progress, but anyone that has the ability to prevent players from actually making progress in the game should just by default have an increased rate. And it's ridiculous that it doesn't. You shouldn't just be able to block people from making progress. That's just kind of stupid. No one's happy with the current state of mythic grinding in this game. People don't want to be sat on a stupid mini game for multiple hours or even days at a time. People want to be able to do the content they want to do. They want to be doing PvE, they want to be doing PvP, they want to do battlegrounds. They even want to do the card game more than they want to do this, but no one wants to do block picking. No one wants to do any of this other crowd. They want to do the content they want to do. Like, the most indicative part of that is the fact that there's a forum thread that went on for about 100 posts saying that people should literally not buy High Isle just because the drop rate on the Oaken Soul lead is so bad that it's not even worth buying it. Like, the fact that people discourage your players just from buying High Isle just because of the egregious grinding on it is indicative of it. Nobody wants to be doing stupid mini games like this. They want to do the content that you actually put time and effort into, not this crap. People actually want to be playing the game and having fun in the game. They don't want to be doing chores on the game, which is literally what mythic grinding is. Like, if this video made its way to ZOS some way, somehow, and they saw this, in my honest opinion, they need to increase the drop rate on any mythic lead that overlaps with another player where players can hinder your progress. It needs an increased drop rate. And not only that, the bosses that drop leads as well need an increased drop rate. Or not only that, they also need to increase the number of people that can loot the boss. Because currently with world bosses that drop leads, you have to be in the top 12 DPS just to get a chance to loot it. Whereas the other people, they're sitting wondering why they can't ever loot it because you know, they're probably PvPers that have never done any proper PvE ever, so they have really low DPS and they never get a chance to ever get the lead to drop, because they're not even getting a chance to loot it. So with bosses, they should increase it, like maybe at least like 50% of the people that participated have a guaranteed chance to loot it, or increase it more than 12. It shouldn't just be 12. Out of the 100 people that are farming it and 12 are only getting the chance to do it, that's just ridiculous. You're competing with 100 people just for the chance to get the lead. Like, that's so absolutely ridiculous that it's not even funny. But yeah, at this point, I'm gonna show a compilation of clips and screenshots I've collected from grinding, just that basically outline what the user experience is like for people that have been doing this, and how the common conception is that nobody really likes this in its current state. But yeah, like the video if you liked it, and dislike it if you disliked it, and that's about it.
Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity? Oh, Jesus. No.